Hello everyone, welcome to my show, which is Cambodia Calling Christ by Chef Sona. Hello and welcome to my show, which is Cambodia Calling Christ. And today my guest is Mr. Harry Spice. Before we start the show, I need to give you the information what is the show is all about. It is Cambodia Calling Christ, where the foreigners are used to come and interact with us, like what are their challenges living in Cambodia and whatever they like in Cambodia. Many things. There are many questions. I have a lot of questions in my paper. So each question they will answer it in their own way. And before I used to say something about my guest. He is a comedian. He used to do the event program. He used to do the stage show. So he's very much familiar with the camera. There is no doubt. And I used to see him on ICA, and I feel this brother can be in my show. I am not going to tell you over there, but in my mind I just read like I need to invite this person in my show. So please welcome my guest, Mr. Harry Spice from Nigeria.
Hi, hi, listeners.
So,
Okay.
Mr. Harry.
Yes.
How I can say, like Mr. Harry or Harry
You
Spice,
just
like
call
this.
me Mr. Harry. It's fine. You call me Harry Spice. It's whichever.
Okay.
It's fine.
So please, Harry, tell the viewers like what the work you are doing over here. Tell us about your country, your culture over there, your food over there, and we are excited to hear by your side.
Well, I'm from Nigeria.
Okay.
The greatest country in the world,
Oh yeah.
where God lives.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Nigeria is in the West Africa,
Mm-hmm.
and we are beautiful people.
Mm-hmm.
We love God, and we live happily in Nigeria. We have amazing food for those who want to come and try some food. By the way, you have some African restaurants here where you can eat Nigerian food and Togo, Congo,
Mm-hmm.
Ethiopia.
These are the restaurant name.
Yeah, they have.
Please
I
note
don't
it.
remember the restaurant name, but there are a couple restaurants here. I don't want to do some commercial for anybody for free.
So tell me about your favorite food from your country. That I need to try it before I die.
But why die? No, the thing is, favorite food. It's hard to actually pick one because there are a couple of them that I really like and I enjoy it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I think here in Cambodia we have limited choices, so I think that you can try the bitter leaf soup with suji, which in India you
Suji, I think. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Suji,
yeah.
you told I know.
yeah, suji is the flour,
Yeah.
the rice flour.
Ugali you used to pronounce or what?
Huh?
Ugali?
Ugali is actually from Kenya.
Kenya.
Yeah.
Because we used to go one restaurant near BKK and they just give us a suji. I was like, why are they cook these or not? Because
It's cooked.
It's cooked. So I was like, I have many African friends, so I just asked, what is it? They just told me it's a kind of roti, like roti in India. So we have suji like this, and we used to eat. When I tasted it, was like, I never tasted suji like this. So it's a very new kind of experience for me to taste.
So was it good?
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah, African food are good.
And I try the fried thing. I don't know the fried rice usually.
Fried rice, yeah.
Yeah, and with chicken over there, and yeah.
Fried rice with chicken, with fish, with different kind of things.
So, did you find your taste in Cambodia also? Like, what the food you like over here? Like in Cambodia?
Well, I don't really know. I can't remember all the names of food in Khmer, but I think I'm fond with beef lok lak,
Beef lok lak?
fried rice, bachaseko,
Okay.
Yeah. So the thing is, I'm not. I can eat anything as long as it doesn't taste bitter
Uh-huh.
or too sweet.
Okay.
I don't eat sugar. That's the
And
only thing I don't
what
eat.
is your first reaction when you heard about the egg
Oh
when they
my God! You don't mean me to say that. You don't mean me to. I don't want to say anything about it.
because
I've never seen that.
the first reaction when we are over here for the first week, they just give us the egg. Me and my African friend are like, brother, we are going to eat boiled egg. Like we are so happy, like we are going to eat boiled egg. They put it many egg, and we're like, brother, how many egg you are going to eat? It's like 10, brother. At least 10 I will eat.
10 eggs?
Yeah, means we don't know like that egg is something else. So we just
Yeah.
like it's a boiled egg, brother. I eat 10 at least 10. And he just told, if you are going for the 10, I'm going for 60. So I was like, okay. So when they told us to do like this from the top, and we did it, and they just used to sip, and me and my African friend used to, why are they drinking the boiled egg? Like maybe there is a custom, so we also drink. And then when they break the all egg, and we used to see the ribs of the unborn baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we can't able to eat. Like it is. I think you like it. Is it okay? Cambodian people like it. Is okay. For foreigner, it's a cultural shock. I think I don't know about you, but it's a first cultural shock for me.
For me, I've never tried it, but
I also.
I find it very, very. I can't even look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I've never seen anything like that, and it was my first time I came here, and I saw people eat. I call it baby egg.
Yeah. I used to call unborn baby egg.
Yeah. So for me, I can't. I
And they
can't
eat
food
with
like that.
so much interest, and I like when they told me like you eat, guys, eat. I can't able to put my interest on this egg.
I can't eat anything of such. It's
And
not possible.
what is the reaction about when they put the sugar in the meal? Like some of their food are little bit sugary.
Oh, for me, I'm not new to sugar because the southwest of Nigeria,
Yeah.
they are fond of it. I call them the Khmer of Nigeria because there's a lot of similarity between we call them the Yoruba people, the Yorubas and the Khmer people. They have a lot of similarity, but sugar is very common in that part of Nigeria. But for me, I stopped eating sugar at the age of 14 or 15. Sugar
Because
is
when
not
we
my
are over
thing.
here,
You know
and
that sugar is not good for men,
Yeah.
right? So I don't eat sugar.
oh really?
Yeah.
I just used to drink for chai. Chai is the favorite, so I need to put the sugar on that.
Okay.
Chai is like life.
I don't, except recently when I got married. Sometimes my wife get to put some of this sugar in the thing, and I'm not really a sugar person. I don't eat sugar.
Health conscious.
Yes, I need to be healthy
Yeah.
as a man.
Okay.
Very necessary.
I think many of the Africans are like fitness. I think.
It's not about fitness. It's about what you want, or you know
And you know
that
the
you know is best for you.
spices and ingredients, because I just ask with many of like you research on the food. I think like which food we need to eat, or which food is good, because my African friend used to teach me a lot about the food.
I think that this show is more of about African right now.
Yeah,
It's just
and
about
I just means create a what you can say, a character like yes, African people are mostly like a fitting for themselves and used to have a proper knowledge of the things. Like whatever they eat, they just calculate in their mind like it is sugar, this is this I need to eat. So I just think wow, so much fitness conscious they are.
well.
So it's like this. And which place you like in Cambodia the most? Did you
Siem
go?
Reap.
Siem Reap. Wow, Siem Reap people. I think yeah, Siem Reap is second best place for me also.
It's actually the first place I stayed when I came to Cambodia.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Which
I like
year you
Siem
used to
Reap.
come over here? Means Cambodia.
Huh?
Means which year you come over here in Cambodia?
My first time to here was 2007, August 2nd.
2007. August.
Yeah, so and I stayed and I left and I came back 2018,
Mm-hmm.
and since then I've been here. I love this place, to be honest.
Okay.
Everyone, we have our own choices. For
Mhm.
now, I think Cambodia is my home,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all right. It's been a blessing to me,
Mm-hmm.
and my family is happy. I'm happy.
Wow.
and loving and serving God here.
So what the job you do over here in Cambodia?
I'm a multifaceted person.
Okay.
I don't limit myself to.
Okay. Me also.
I don't limit myself, but at the moment I'm working in a school,
Mm-hmm.
and at the same time I'm freelancing, which you already know.
Yeah.
And
After it, comedian, I'm a digital creator, I'm a event manager, production. I know it all. So
not I know it all. Those are no, not I know it. It's just a little highlight of what I've done, not what I intend to do.
yeah.
And that phase of my life, for me, I think it's just part of history. But I'm looking forward to more things,
Mm-hmm.
doing new things. That's just what I can say about it.
So my session will start from now, like the questions,
Okay.
because you work with social media.
Mhm.
So how we can use social media for Christ work?
It's just like what we're doing right now.
Okay.
We just have to tell. For me, anyone can use the social media to reach people, because this time or this age we're in right now, everyone is on social media. So why not? We use social media to talk about God, because if you look at it, apart from the language barrier, there are not really much about God content on the internet across these axes of a place. So I think that putting information or content that promotes the kingdom of God in the right way is very necessary. And I've come to realize that even most Cambodians are interested.
Okay.
But but who and where should they go? And it's actually a long time ago. Even this interview now was never allowed. We were not able to talk about things like this online, so it was a secret. So anyone who's using Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, even Twitter, anything you're using, just create your own content.
Yeah.
And give the truth out to people. It doesn't matter who is viewing it. If it's just one person viewing it, maybe that message is just for one person.
That the person you don't even know.
You don't even know. You don't need to know. Your own is just to get the message out.
Like sometime when I used to create something on social media, I don't know, random people used to message me, your content is good. We laugh, like we just and when I used to message them, because I don't have much follower, but when I message them, they get amazed, like, are you messaging us? You are so much big. I was like, I am not too much big. I am not Shah Rukh Khan still now. So they're like, no, but you create a very good content. So I was like, okay, means if you are creating anything good for the people and they enjoying it and they love it, so I think it's your duty to give them more content, like whatever they like the most. And
especially when there are very few people that are producing God content on the internet, because of the fact that the stereotyping, the lack of support and encouragement, people go, and some people are not bold enough. I know some are just can't come in the open to say, I'm a Christian, I'm a believer of God, because of the environment we live in now. So if there is anyone or people who are doing that, I think they should be encouraged, because with the little that I do, I get so much positive feedback than the negative. I used to worry about who view my content, but it's not about that anymore. It's about the message you put out. Even you think that people are not listening, and these days they don't even need to click on the video before they listen to you. They just put the volume on. They listen to all you're saying without clicking to indicate that they are viewing the video.
Because we have much more content now, no? Like everyone is making content, so it's very hard, like whom they are going to listen and what is the best thing about to listen that person. Yeah, because before time, I think when the radio started, they all are in a radio, like, let's listen the radio, there is a song over there going to play. But over this time, I think we have more choices, and whatever the choices we decided and whom we are going to follow, it's up to us. So yeah. And my next question is like, how long you are following Christianity?
Well, that question is. I was born a Christian. I was
Okay.
born into a Christian home,
Mm-hmm.
so to say. But being a Christian is not just yes.
Yes, the thing you are completing, like being a Christian is not like following the Christianity.
Yeah, it's not following the Christian. It's
Mm-hmm.
when you grow up
Mm-hmm.
and you get to know the truth
Mm-hmm.
and you decide.
Mm-hmm.
So I think when I really encounter, because I was used to church,
Mm-hmm.
but not in the way I am now. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom used to take me to church. My dad was never going to church. I think he gave his life to Christ
Mm-hmm.
the few years before he died.
Mhm.
All right. I never saw my dad, though he was following and practicing,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw my dad reading the Bible, but I've never on
Mhm.
earth saw him go to church. All right. But if there were events that he got invited for, or he will attend.
Mhm.
But on his own, on a Sunday, dressed up to say I'm going to church, I never saw that. Maybe before I was born, he did, but
Mhm.
I'm speaking from where I can
Mhm.
take note or recognize reality. Then, when it comes to my mom used to take me to church.
Okay.
All right,
Mhm.
and I was attending Bible study classes every Sundays, and there were times I also attended some between the week fellowship and all those things. But my realization of following Christ actually came to light when I was desiring,
Mhm.
I was questioning,
Mhm.
I was looking for something that was like, this is not all about life.
Mhm.
And so in 2002,
Okay.
that's when I first got baptized.
2002. Okay.
2002, and in the auction, I think somewhere in River Ethiop in Sapele local government area of Delta State,
Mhm.
which is the south of Nigeria.
Okay.
So, and I did that,
Mhm.
but that was not real. It was real, but what I mean is not real. I was still living the way I feel like.
Mhm.
All right, until 2000 November 19, 2016 here in Cambodia.
Okay.
So I met a man who actually preached me the truth that I needed to hear,
Mhm.
and that truth convinced my heart.
Mhm.
And I was filled with anger at that time. I was filled with disappointment because I was going through a lot,
Mhm.
and I went through a lot of pain, betrayals, and all those things. And
Mhm.
I was like, if life was a little tough at that time, but when I got encounter with this man, and he actually talked to me,
Mhm.
and we studied a book together, which I am teaching to people right now.
Mhm.
All right. When I meet people who are fresh, if they're free and they give me an opportunity, I'm more than willing. I have a lot of copies I give to people. So that November 19, 2016, I got baptized again. He
Okay.
told me that the first baptism was just more like a religious thing because I didn't know the full meaning of baptism
Okay.
at that time, which practically the truth actually.
Mhm.
We were just doing it because it's a religious thing. My
Mhm.
friend did it, so
I
I
need to
have to do
copy it.
it.
Yeah.
Everyone is doing it, and
Mhm.
people will see that you're a good boy. So
Mhm.
that's what I did in 2002. So, but
Mhm.
in 2016 made more meaning to me,
Mhm.
and it made me more accountable.
Mhm.
That you are a true follower of Christ now.
Mhm.
You have to live a life of example, and you have to live for Christ.
Mhm.
So that time, a lot of things has changed about me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And when you are talking betray, like what? What kind of?
Oh no, there was a past. I don't want to go there. I'm somebody who deal with people a lot.
Yeah.
So it's not just now.
Like
Uh,
only. And my next question is like, how you get your life partner? like from Christ, or these
Of course, I met my wife through.
Can you tell us the love story, or if you like to share?
Well, the love story between me and my wife is very interesting one,
We all are free.
and people might just feel like it's a movie. Actually,
Oh.
it's a beautiful story. How I met my wife.
Just make it a short.
Yeah,
Na, sir.
I'm not really, I don't want to talk too long, but I met my wife through the same man I just mentioned to you, 2016.
Okay.
So when I met the man, he introduced me to his ministry, and which is one of the most wonderful ministry I really I have come to realize that there are ministry that actually preach the truth, and that's CMFI, which is Christian Missionary Fellowship International, with the headquarters in Kume in Bechwa, Cameroon. All right, and this ministry is a real ministry. So, and when I went to I went there. All right, so I saw things. I met the general overseer, the people, and all that. Then it comes to my wife. So this same man, I was back home, and somehow, I don't want to talk too much, right? So somehow, he introduced me to my wife.
Okay.
And
Means that person is a.
We call in our ministry, we call him disciple maker. Is the one who, you know what disciple maker is. Is the one who make us who train us in the Bible study so that we can train other people. Is the one who actually God sent to rescue me from pain. Yeah. So I met my wife, and it was just.
And before he used to complete, I need to tell you guys, like, their family is really cute family. I just saw them in the church, and the small boy is a little, what to say, childish, playing with dad like this, like that. So I just noticing on that day when I'm in the church, like this is the family in the church. This is the family we need to.
It's my best friend.
Yeah, wow.
It's my best.
So
friend.
Their family is.
Don't
really
be jealous. You're still my friend, but my son is my best friend.
I'm not getting it. Whenever I see the people like this, I just like, okay, this is the life. This is the moment they need to enjoy, because after it, we don't know what is going to happen. So whatever the time you spend, enjoy the most. So I believe in that kind of things. So I think your wife supported you a lot in some kind of your phases, and like any bad phases or any good, because the wife are like double your happiness. Like I just heard one podcast where the famous comedian, I don't remember his name now.
Which one?
Henry. He used to have a very big show in the US, I think. So he just.
Steve Harvey? Or
yeah, maybe.
Okay.
So he just told, like, whatever you give the woman, it's just to give you double.
Okay.
If you give you the love, she will give you the baby, and like if you give her the money, she will make the home.
It's actually in the Bible.
Yeah, and I was like, wow. And then I started listening his podcast, his shows, and watching his shows. So like, okay, that is the thing I wanted to hear. So when you are in your journey, how you can describe you are accepting Christ before and after?
Life is always better when after accepting Christ.
Like you take second baptism also. So I'm just talking like before it, because you take it already.
Yeah.
But not like so spiritual or the way that you want now. So what you see the difference between before and after? What are the difference between that?
Like I said, life is much better now, more meaningful now, more assurance, more purposeful. You understand? Than before. It was just more of like just a normal thing. Everybody's born into a society. You just get baptized and do something like that. And it's a normal thing. Like everyone that does, anyone born in a family background does the same. But as an adult, in our ministry, we don't, like in the communion, some people give to children and all that. I've grown to realize that baptism actually have to mean something to you when you know exactly what you are doing. You understand? Not like you're doing it because we're in a house, everybody's getting baptized. Let me just go and baptize. Just put the water. Yeah, I'm baptized. No, that's not what we're talking about. Baptism has to be with the consciousness of a believer, knowing that I have decided to live for Christ, which means I've taken the burden of Christ on me, that I have to live by example. I don't have to speak like the way I used to speak. I don't have to do things. There are certain things that you deprive yourself of to subject our body, our flesh, because this flesh can lead us into too many dangers.
Yeah.
So spirituality is a beautiful thing. I never really knew much about it until this time, So
Okay.
I love it. I want to go deeper.
And how you strengthen your faith in Jesus?
I read.
Bible every day.
I read not every day. I'm
Okay.
not gonna lie because I'm here. I read the Bible. I listen to more preachers a lot. I listen to
Which is your famous leader that we can also, if we want to switch the things like?
Well, if I have to recommend, late Dr. Miles Morrow.
Okay.
It's one of those people that influenced my life.
Mm-hmm.
And Bishop David Oyedepo of Living Faith Church,
Yeah.
Winners Chapel, Nigeria. The world leader of CMFI. Wow, that man is a bomb. He can stand and speak for 8 to 10 hours
Yeah.
without taking a piece of paper.
Yeah. One
And
of my friend
everything
told
he
me.
says is in line.
Yeah.
And it sounds very profound.
So spiritual at that time means you can't able to put your eyes for even for the 1 second like he's switching something.
I met that man in 2017 in August.
Mm-hmm.
It was more of like, this is what I needed to hear.
Whenever there is one random, whenever you come too close to the spiritual guys, you feel their aura,
Yeah.
like their positive aura. How
Yeah.
is it is means like?
This man I'm talking about here, if you meet him,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have a clean conscience, you can't stand close to him.
Yeah. And there is something more powerful. I think many of the people used to say like that when they touch. I think whenever the powerful people or the more spiritual people touches you, you feel like something electrifying in your body.
Yeah.
Like that is coming from different body, it comes to your hand and
Yeah.
then to your heart. So like yes. So I just wanted to.
That when there is a connection between you and the person,
Mm-hmm.
and your heart is open,
Mm-hmm.
the gifting of that person
Mhm.
definitely come to you.
Mhm.
Now, when you receive that, number
Mhm.
one,
Mhm.
you must acknowledge that you receive it.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, it does something in you.
Mm-hmm.
It must add something to you.
Y'all.
You understand? And it changed something about you.
Okay.
That is it.
And if I ask you a question like, describe yourself in one word from the Bible.
I'm a child of God. I'm a son of God.
Okay. Can you means say like feature like I am a leader, I am a kind of this, I am a kind of this, because we all are a kind of kid for Jesus. So I'm just like I need a word, like a proper word that describe Harry's.
prophet.
Yeah,
A prophet.
a prophet. Okay. Wow. This is the word I need. I never heard from like prophet. I
Yeah.
think. How you say prophet?
A prophet are people who speaks the mind of God
Mm-hmm.
to other children of God.
Mm-hmm.
They don't bend the truth.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care if you don't like the message. But what they know to do is to tell you the truth.
Okay.
They tell you how it is, whether it
Mhm.
hurts your feelings or not.
Mm-hmm.
They don't modify the truth. So that I can describe myself. I've never said this to anyone, but
This is a part of the show that the things you don't know about, you have to tell it. So we are going to take a very short break where we are going to listen your favorite music. I never hear it. I'm sorry, but I am going to listen it right now. So my Lok peoples, Lok is like lovely and like people. So I just take LOVE and LIKE. So I just take LINKE. So make a Lok people. So like my Lok Khamai people. This is like a short break and we are going to hear the requested song by Mr. Harry Spice. Spice, yeah. So yeah, we are going for the break. Yeah, please listen to this song.
all right.
Welcome back, guys, and it's a very beautiful song. So I need to hear from the person why you listen this song and what this song give to you.
That song is you listen to it, right?
Yeah.
Did you feel anything while listening to it?
It's like I'm in the church and many people are over here and we're praising together, worship together. It's like this.
It songs talk about hope.
Yes.
What your hope is built on.
Mm-hmm.
The solid rock, which is the Jesus Christ,
Mm-hmm.
which is the hope of every true believer and follower of Christ.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, the song was first introduced to me by my wife.
Oh.
I never heard the song before.
Mm-hmm.
My wife introduced that song to
Mhm.
me, and we have hymn books at home.
Mhm.
So the lyrics, we
Mhm.
every Fridays, we not this period now, but before now, we pray every Friday night. We have a vigil at
Mhm.
home from 12 midnight to 5 in the
Mhm.
morning with the kids and my wife. We pray for ourselves. We pray for the church. We
Mhm.
pray for. So the song, the first time I heard the song reached down my soul.
Yeah.
I'm when I'm singing it.
Mhm.
After you asked me the song this earlier,
Yeah.
before now, it's been in my mind, and I start singing it.
Okay.
It's a very powerful song that
Mhm.
I feel like you should also listen to it,
Mhm.
and it reaches to the heart. As long as
Mhm.
your heart is open and
Mhm.
you really desire to know God, that song, it's actually, so for me, I think it should be an item for every believer.
Mhm.
Um, what is your hope built on? Who are we looking up to as Christians, as
Mhm.
believers,
Okay.
as Christ followers? Well, following Jesus Christ. So
Mhm.
our hope is built on the solid rock, and Christ is the solid rock.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's the lyrics of the song, and it's a very powerful song.
Oh, I think your wife recommended you and you are recommending us. So it's a proper
No,
chain of communication.
my wife is the greatest blessing God has given me in life.
And if you are saying like this, then what is the most unbelieving miracle or the graceful thing happen in your life?
My wife.
Your wife.
Yeah.
As a graceful thing or
The thing is,
because grateful is the thing like the things you have but you don't deserve.
I think, to be honest,
Okay.
the life I've lived before, I don't think I deserve to have a good woman like that.
Okay.
My wife, I say this about her, the aspect that my wife is kind of, God know that if He had not brought me such a wife, maybe I will not come back.
Mm-hmm.
You understand that? So, and I I knew within me that it was just the plan of God
Mhm.
to bring such a woman to my life so that I could come back
Mhm.
to where I truly belong.
Mm-hmm.
So unbelievably,
Mm-hmm.
God gave me the real wife of my heart desire, because I know that despite the way I've lived, I desire to have a home
Okay.
where my home will be open to everyone, and we serve God together and raise a very wonderful kids that
Mhm.
we serve God even when we are no more.
Mhm.
So I saw that quality in the wife that God gave me.
I am single, but I can able to feel your things. Like after this podcast, I think your wife and after she hear like this, she is going to make a very good meal for you, and maybe you will go out for a date.
Sure, I hope so. That the thing is that, I keep telling my friends, single friends, and the ones that are still young, that you are not a lucky person in your life until you find a wife,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to be careful, especially you now. When you are in a position, or you're doing some fancy job, or
Mhm.
you are doing things that make you attractive to other people.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't present yourself in the right way, you attract the wrong people,
Choosing the right.
especially the opposite sex.
Yeah.
So
Choosing the right woman is very hard. That's why my mom is here. She is going to decide whomever is going to come in my life, because whenever I told her like, can I able to date this girl? Aate means in India, no, nahi. I will.
I think, come on,
Yeah.
man.
In India we say nahi.
Nahi,
Yeah.
okay.
So I
So that's why in Indian movies they always say nahi, nahi. We used to make
so nahi.
we make fun of that in our comedy stuff. Nahi, nahi. So I never knew it's actually a word. I thought
So
it was just
nahi
an
is like
exclamation.
no for you can't able to do it. So nahi.
I see, I see.
And what I can say, so she just used to tell me like, you have many things, but at last I am going to final it. Like, okay, I will live my life, and the last you will give me the girl. So it is okay. So anything beyond that, what is the good memory in your life, and memory of your life, or good experience, whatever,
Oh,
whenever you see your life?
every experience all through the way is good.
Mm-hmm.
As a believer, we don't have a bad moment.
Mm-hmm. Can you share me your moment? I just wanted to know it. When you have your baby in your hand, what is that experience?
You mean when I first had my child?
Yeah, in your hand.
Well, to be quite honest, I didn't feel anything.
Okay.
I was just like, oh, so I have a child now.
Okay.
That was it. But I think it took like about a month or thereabout for me to actually see that, oh yeah, I'm a father. And I started getting so attached to it. But in the beginning, I was just looking at him like, oh, what is that? Did I just do this? No, I'm an honest person, man.
Yeah.
So I don't.
I'm just wishing in
If-
the future maybe your kids are not
Before-
going to
The
listen to
first
what.
experience because I saw everything.
Yeah.
I was in the labor room with my wife.
Hmm.
So from the early pregnancy to the final day, I've been there. And that's one thing I pray to God, that whenever you give me a wife,
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to be there, because I know that my wife will need my support.
Mm-hmm.
So the situation just happened
Mm-hmm.
in a position where I could not be away from it, and that really. But to be honest,
Mhm.
that experience is explosive. It, I had to make video of every step through.
Oh,
I did, but I'm not giving anyone those videos.
you are not interested.
I saw what giving birth means, and I could have just, but thank God and to respect God more.
Mm-hmm.
The transition,
Okay.
like for concession to delivery, and now the little guy talks back at me now. And he was so little. The first time I had to take a shower on him, I couldn't hold him. I was so scared maybe I'm gonna hurt him.
Okay.
And oh man, I was so scared. I've never been
Yeah.
so nervous. I was like, oh man, I wish my mom is here. She can just help. But each time I showed him the video, actually, he's like, that's a baby. I said, no, that's you. I was struggling to hold him.
Yeah.
There was no way. I was scared not to hurt his bones or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So those experiences are part of things that really changed me, make me to understand what life really is.
Yes. Yeah.
It made me to see who God really is, how we became,
Mm-hmm.
or how we were born, and all those things. So it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot, and it was just like a movie.
Okay.
You were here today, tomorrow another thing's happening.
Mhm.
Tomorrow another thing's happening. And I got to cut his never. I never did that.
Okay.
The nurse, like, after he was born, I was standing next to my wife,
Uh-huh.
and she brought a scissors
Okay.
that I'll be the one to cut it.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
was like, why me? I'm not
Yeah.
gonna hurt my son.
Yeah.
So things like that. So these are I see those moments as magical.
Mm-hmm.
I see them as very, very miraculous.
Yeah.
I've never, like, in the movies you watch things like that.
Mhm.
You know how they
And
just
you feel like it's okay.
Yeah.
They are just showing
they're
it.
just showing
Yeah.
it. But when you really experience, it's a lot different.
Yeah.
I couldn't cry. All I would just say, wow, wow. I'm very hard. If I play one of the videos for you, I can't play it because they are too sensitive. All I would
Like
just
you have
say was,
two minds over there. Wow, wow. Should I say wow? Oh,
all
yeah.
I would just say in the room was wow, wow. Everything was just so. I never thought I would experience this like that. So yeah, so basically, but I thank God for every step through.
Mm. So this is your good memories, I think. And
I'm going to grave with those
yeah,
memories.
I think these are the memories used to support us a lot when we are in a very bad kind of things or bad situation in our life. Yeah, my next question is like this: like, what the verse from the Bible used to support you a lot, and when you are facing any difficult situation or the situation that you never want to face, and you read the Bible and you get the verse, any verse you remember?
Well, now there are many words, but I want to go by what I know in the Bible first.
Okay.
And there's something I would say to it. Basically, the first verse that I know in the Bible is not John 3:16.
Okay.
The first verse I knew in the Bible was Luke 10:19.
Okay.
And when I read those verses for the first time, and it simply says that I have given you power to tread upon serpent and scorpion, and nothing shall by any means. I'm reading King James Version right now. Nothing by any means hurt you. When I read that scripture for the first time many years ago, there's something that got into me. And my understanding was deep in that moment. And I realized that God is giving so much to us as His followers, as His children, that when we can have that faith and we run with it, we eat with it, we sleep with it, we dream with it, all that we do, we believe that nothing can hurt you. Nothing can really hurt you. Your mind will be as strong as a stone. So that was the first verse that I know in the Bible.
Okay.
And whenever I was faced with challenges, I always go back to God. You said, I don't do that now, but that was, you said, nothing will hurt me. Why is this hurting me? Why is this person hurting me? You need to help me. Tell me what I need to do. The best thing you can do when you are in a difficult situation is to ask God, what should I do?
Now.
How can I get out of this trouble? Instead of saying, oh, I'm a good person. I am this, I am that. But I don't blame people who say that, because they do so according to their level of relationship or understanding of who God is to them. All right? Right now, if I am challenged, a couple of days ago, I had some issues with some guys, and it was going to result to some unwanted attention. I went in my own private section. I just thank God. I admitted my wrong part of the deal, like what I did or what I said that led to such provocation, and I apologized to God. And I have learned that in spirituality, I can actually apologize to you even when you are not there with me, because we are spirit. And in the realm of the spirit, there is no distance. Distance is not the barrier. What I mean, whether you are in India or in Cambodia, I can speak to you. You understand? So I was apologizing to these guys that what I did was wrong, and I was apologizing to God to forgive me, but I need peace. You understand that? So that it's how I deal with my difficulties.
I think you answered many questions are running in my mind before the show.
As long as we're not running too much behind time. So
So many of the things you just, when you started the conversation, I was like, okay, I think something you are telling for me, I think maybe indirectly or directly, but I feel like that things are for me, and I truly accept it. like your mind become the stone, need to
Yeah.
become, we have a stone. But
Not
sometimes,
that you take a stone and put in your mind.
yeah,
It's the word of
because
God.
we are, and you said in a very second line, like we are spirit, not,
Yeah.
so we get hurted and we have a kind of thing. So like, okay, the points you are choosing, it's like, okay, we have to be like a stone, but we are a spirit. So it's up to you how you're going to take it.
No, it's not up to you. Every human,
Mm-hmm.
every Christ follower,
Mhm.
believer is a spirit being.
Mm-hmm. True.
Every Satan worshipper is a spirit being.
Mm-hmm.
Every human being that is existing in this planet is a spirit
Yeah.
that is in a body.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
All right? This body is what gives us the privilege of being here.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the Bible says we should exercise to keep our body.
Mm-hmm.
All right? So once this body is off, you are not allowed to be here anymore.
Here, yeah. Correct.
So we are a spirit living in a body. Whether
Mhm.
you're worshiping Satan,
Mm-hmm.
every human being,
Mm-hmm.
the demons, the spirit, when they need to come and interfere in the affairs of human being,
Mm-hmm.
they need the body. That's why demons enters into people.
Okay.
They don't have permission to come into the world.
Mm-hmm.
It is illegal for any demons to come into this realm of physical.
Okay.
So before they can come here, they need a body.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Satan, when he needed to convince Eve, he went through the snake.
Yeah.
The snake allowed it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the part. That is the reality. Most people don't actually share this part to
Yeah.
people, because when you tell someone you're a spirit, what they think about is the ghosts,
Yeah.
the negative things that they see. But humans, we are a spirit,
Mm-hmm.
and we live in a body. When it's time for this body to die, the body dies, the spirit is out of the world.
True.
Yeah.
My questions are really running in my mind. Like, what should I say next? Yeah, means your answer
I
are
think-
so perfect. I can say that.
Thank you.
Yeah. So before there is one last question. Like, we all have a family. What life you want, and what is your lifestyle that you wanted to give to your family? Anything related to your passion or whatever you see yourself after 5 years. What is your dream or aim? Next aim?
Serving God
Serving God.
and giving God to my children,
Yeah.
because
I think your children need to accept the Christ early.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still remember, if I'm not interfering, I was really 5 or 6, and there are more songs, like Hindi song, and I don't know why I'm in my knees and I'm dancing on my knees for half an hour. I don't know what are the lyrics and what are the things. But that day I think it's my life, or that like I am also the Christian from my family. But that day I think the Christ used to touch me for the first time, because I don't have any idea. My dad is on the different room, my mom is making the food, so I'm in between over there and just play the CD, and I'm dancing over there without any having this kind of shit. It's paining, I'm dancing, like why I'm dancing. It's like a joying at that time and doing the worship at the same time, like believing some power over there. So I just feel like maybe if you accept the Christ, there is no age. I believe like that, if you are in a very early age or whatever the age you are. Yeah, I feel. So before we are going to end, I need to play the Christ cap chits. So you need to take one chit. I have a lot. And whatever the word comes over in the chit, you have to say something to me related to that, what the thing stand for you.
What is in there?
Many words.
Okay.
Okay, so there are chits. You have to take one, and whatever that comes in your mind, and you need to share to me.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah.
I just dip my hand in it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man, I better patient. We have to be patient in life.
Okay.
Anyone serving God,
Mm-hmm.
patience is a virtue.
Mm-hmm. How you see patience in your life?
it's one of the greatest, one of the quality that I feel like God gave me.
Mm-hmm.
If we're not patient, we will miss life. We will miss the plan of God for us. And serving God requires patience.
Mm-hmm.
God will, everyone called by God
Mm-hmm.
will be, or God always put his call on his children
Mm-hmm.
in the aspect of waiting.
Okay.
You must wait. That waiting time, that patient time, if you're not patient, you miss it. So those patient time are the training time. So we
Mhm.
need patience. Thank you.
So before we going to
I
end
hope,
yeah,
I'm saying the right thing.
yeah, it means yes for me. I understand
You
each
put
and
it back. What if I pick it again?
so only one time, na? You
Only
are
one
not going
time.
to-
Okay. All right. Cool. I thought
You wanted to play it again, so I will
no,
take
no,
that.
no, no. I thought it was gonna be a couple times.
Okay, so anything we are going to end the show. Anything you wanted to say before we end the show? That what you like in the show and what you feel about the show, like it is good or what, whatever.
Well, I just want to say thank you to you guys for the invite. At first I was like, wow, I was like, okay, why not? It's been a long time. I used to host radio show.
Okay.
Maybe she knows. Radio Cambodia and stuff like that.
Mhm.
It's been a long while. I've been avoiding things like this.
Okay.
I guess I wanted to focus my life and my family as well. So
Mhm.
I want to say thank you guys and keep bringing God to Cambodia.
Okay. Yeah.
They need
Mhm.
those who can listen in English.
Mhm.
There should be more podcasts like this.
Yeah.
Produce more. It doesn't matter whether anyone is listening or watching. Just
Okay.
produce and put it out there for people.
Mhm.
I'm most definitely sure that people are going to watch.
Mhm.
You know, and when they see your content or whatever you put out there, they might not respond.
Mhm.
They go to check who's that person.
Mhm.
Who does he believe in?
Mhm.
What does he believe in? What does he do?
Mhm.
What is his life like?
Yes.
So our life
Mhm.
is actually the real message
Mhm.
that people are reading
Mhm.
and watching. So you don't do a podcast like this
Mhm.
and go out there and live a different life.
Yeah.
You
Totally.
live what you are preaching to
Yeah.
people, because we have so many people in this world today who are preaching but doing the opposite.
Yeah.
You understand? That's why you see that the body of Christ is going through a lot of challenges.
Yeah.
You don't
True.
come and tell me don't fight, and when you step outside the door, I see you fighting with someone else.
Yes.
That's a double standard.
Mhm.
So that's it. Thank you for bringing me here. When last week I was like, oh man, what kind of
Yeah, I need to tell you guys like
no, we don't need to bring that out. It's okay. We need to bring it.
I was feeling what I did because I have so much guest or this. I was like, oh sorry brother, I can't able to invite you today.
You were
because-
like, don't feel hurt.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm not hurt.
Yeah,
I just
I
felt
feel like what is this boy is talking? I feel like this. So I was like,
no. It was
little
more of
worried.
like I make plans.
Yeah.
Like, time is not there for everyone anymore.
Yeah.
So work and family, and I love playing with my boy. So
Yeah.
instead of just going out, I'd rather just spend time with him. So
Okay.
that was all about. So, but
It's
thank
a quality of good father also. Yeah. So enjoy your family time and yeah, thank you for coming over here and in
Thank you for
like
having me.
whatever you say, it's so truthful for me and I understand
Thank
each
you.
and everything. And
Thank
so
you.
thank you people. Thank you for having your time for us. You listen to each and everything over here. And please connect it with me in each and every show, each episode. The next guest, I don't know who they are, but yes, you will get more spirituality from that video also, more information, more knowledge, more comedy, whatever. Yeah, so please stay connected with us. And Jim Riplia, thank you for having your time.
Akochiran.
Akonchara.
Thank you.